one of the stories that I hear over and over again from like the Republican version of Wine Moms, whatever that is some version of, well, I'm like really a Republican, but I can't vote for Herschel Walker, so I'm going to vote for Brian Kemp. But like Herschel, I'm going to vote for, Warnock or something like that, where like kind of like how every Democrat gave money to Kamala Harris because they were like butthurt and woke, but like none of them voted for her. They all voted for Joe Biden. So I sense that there's something like that going on in split ticket voting where like, these people are going to be faithful to, they have some sort of incentive structure so they can tell themselves that they're good people. Like, well, I voted for Kemp, so I voted for myself, but I can't vote for Herschel Walker because I got to be a good person or something. Like, is this bullshit to you? Like,
so I mean, I think there are some highly educated, like very prominent on social media and Twitter, these like very kind of wealthy people that like to say this stuff.
Yeah.
But I actually think that the Georgia Senate race is at about a 50-50. I mean, being from the South where there is a lot of kind of evangelical Christians, I actually think that Herschel Walker kind of being open and being like, yes, I have
sinned,
but I am saved by God, and I mean he is leaning hard into that, and so he's almost trying to like kind of be more godly than Warnock. He was actually a pastor, so I actually think so. Okay, one thing in the Georgia Senate race, I think that like some places have the say that this isn't going to go into a runoff. I mean, I am almost near certain that this is going to go into a runoff. So in the second Georgia debate, Herschel Walker wasn't even on the stage. It was Warnock, and then this third party Wibber.
The fake candidate.
Right. So I think there are going to be some Kemp voters who vote for him, and I think Warnock might get 48. I think Herschel Walker might get 48. And so I definitely think this is going to go into a runoff. And if on election day, if either candidate gets over 80% to win, and this is what happened in 2020. I think David Perdue got 95%. You definitely want to buy the lower candidate on there, because I mean I'm fairly certain that neither candidate is going to get above 50%, because I mean I just don't think there's going to be that much split ticket voting, and I think Brian Kemp is going to win this in a landslide. Like
I think that's a short-term bond to bet against Stacey Abrams. Well, okay, then maybe we'll just leave it on this then. So over at Polymarket, it's a 25-cent yes, so 25% probability that we see a runoff election in Georgia. You are not the first smart guy I've heard say that you think that this race will go to an election. Knowing that you're sitting in Houston, Texas, and not overseas, just answer intellectually. Would you? So you would take that? You would take it at 25 cents and hold on that we're going to see a runoff in Georgia?
Yeah. So I mean, in 2020, both of the Senate races went into a runoff, and I mean, I think now you have a more high-profile third-party candidate on who was on the Senate stage, and I mean, since I think Herschel Walker is flawed, and you are going to have those people who are like, listen, I'm voting for Kent, but I can't stomach voting for Walker. I don't think those people are necessarily going to vote for Warnock. Some will. But yeah, I would definitely buy this at 25. I think that's going to go well over 50 before the
and it could be pretty swingy in election night too. So all right, well, the more you know, stay woke, right? Ben, hopefully not the last time we'll see you on the podcast. It's been fun getting to know you, and